Exodus chapter 9, New American Standard Version. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Go to Pharaoh and speak to him. This is what the Lord, the God of Hebrews, says. Let my people go so that they may serve me. For if you refuse to let them go and continue to hold them, behold, the hand of the Lord will come with a very severe plague on your livestock which are in the field, on the horses, on the donkeys, on the camels, and on the herds and on the flocks. But the Lord will make a distinction between the livestock of Israel and the livestock of Egypt, so that nothing will die of all that belongs to the sons of Israel." And the Lord set a definite time, saying, "Tomorrow the Lord will do this thing in the land." So the Lord did this thing on the next day, and all the livestock of Egypt died, but not one of the livestock of the sons of Israel died. And Pharaoh sent men, and they learned that, behold, not even one of the livestock of Israel was dead. But the heart of Pharaoh was hardened, and he did not let the people go. Then the Lord said to Moses and Aaron, "Take for yourselves handfuls of soot from the kiln, and Moses shall toss it towards the sky in the sight of Pharaoh. Then it will become fine dust over all the land of Egypt, and will turn into boils, breaking out with sores on every person and animal throughout all the land of Egypt." So they took soot from a kiln and stood before Pharaoh, and Moses tossed it towards the sky, and it became boils, breaking out with sores on every person and animal. The soothsayer priests could not stand before Moses because of the boils, for the boils were on the soothsayers' priests as well as on all the Egyptians. But the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart, and he did not listen to them, just as the Lord had spoken to Moses. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Rise up early in the morning and stand before Pharaoh and say to him, 'This is what the Lord, the God of the Hebrews, says. Let my people go so that they may serve me. For this time I am going to send all my plagues on you and your servants and your people, so that you will know that there is no one like me in all the earth. For had I now put out my hand and struck you and your people with plague, you would have been eliminated from the earth. But indeed, for this reason I have allowed you to remain, in order to show you my power and in order to proclaim my name throughout all the earth. Still, you exalt yourself against my people by not letting them go. Behold, this time tomorrow I will send a very heavy hail, such as not been seen in Egypt from the day it was founded until now. So now, send word, bring the livestock and whatever you have in the field to safety. Every person and animal that is found in the field is not brought home when the hail comes on them will die. Everyone among the servants of Pharaoh who feared the word of the Lord hurried to bring his servants and his livestock back at the house. But everyone who did not pay regard to the word of the Lord left his servants and his livestock in the field. Now the Lord said to Moses, "Reach out your hand towards the sky, so that hail may fall on the land of Egypt, on every person and animal, and on every plant of the field, throughout the land of Egypt." So Moses reached out with his staff towards the sky and sent thunder and hail, and fire ran down to the earth. And the Lord rained hail on the land of Egypt, so that there was hail and fire flashing intimately in the midst of the hail, which was very heavy, such as not had occurred in all the land of Egypt since it had become a nation. The hail struck everything that was in the field throughout all of the land, from people to animals. The hail also struck every plant of the field and shattered every tree of the field. Only in the land of Goshen, where the sons of Israel were, there was no hail. Then Pharaoh sent for Moses and Aaron and said to them, "I have sinned this time. The Lord is the righteous one. I and my people are wicked. Plead with the Lord that there has been enough of God's thunder and hail, and I will let you go, and you shall stay no longer." Moses said to him, "As soon as I go out of the city, I will spread out my hand to the Lord. The thunder will cease, and there will be no longer be hail, so that you will know that the earth is the Lord's. But as for you and your servants, I know that you do not yet fear the Lord." Now the flax and the barley were ruined, for the barley was in the ear and the flax was in bud, but the wheat and the spelt were not ruined, for they ripened later. So Moses left the city from his meeting with Pharaoh and spread out his hand to the Lord, and the thunder and the hail stopped, and the rain stopped. No more poured on the earth. But when Pharaoh saw that the rain and the hail and the thunder had stopped, he sinned again, hardened his heart, he and his servants. So Pharaoh's heart was hardened, and he did not let the sons of Israel go, just as the Lord had spoken through Moses.